This is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 and it has some amazing features. So let's get straight into them, like opening apps with the flick of a wrist. Now, Samsung have this insanely cool feature called Quick Launch, where you can basically open any app you want just by clenching and bending your wrist. And I'm not gonna lie, this feature is kinda tucked away, so to get to it, in Settings, scroll down to Advanced Features. Right at the bottom, you will find Quick Launch, and this is it. Once you've turned it on, you can then decide what app you want to open when you flick your wrist. You can choose from any application on your watch, as well as some other settings, so whatever it is you decide, this gesture is just super convenient, especially when your hands are full, or if you just want to quickly open something up, like music. But there's even more gestures that you just gotta turn on, like these two, dismissing as well as answering calls. So now, after you've turned those on, you can actually answer calls by bending your elbow twice. You can also decline calls by twisting your wrist twice. Pretty cool, and this also works for alarms and alerts. And another quick gesture on top of that, under Accessibility, then Advanced Settings, you will find Vibration Watch. Once you turn this on, it is so cool because if you tap your two fingers once, it'll vibrate the hours for you. If you tap it twice, it'll vibrate all the minutes. So you can tell the time just by vibration and tapping. So these gestures are amazing, but check this out. How about controlling your phone and even your laptop just using your watch? Alright, so check this out. When you open up the camera app on your Watch 5, it automatically turns it into a remote control for your phone's camera. This app is pre-installed on the watch, so you don't need to download it, and you can see exactly what your phone's camera is seeing. And get this, you can even control the focus for photos and videos right from your watch. Plus, anytime you change the mode on your phone, it automatically changes on your watch, and then you can just remotely snap some pics, take some video. I use this all the time. But with the Samsung PPT controller app in the Play Store, you can take things to another level. Because with this app, you can turn your Watch 5 into a trackpad to control your entire phone. Yes, just like you would with the mouse, except you're using your watch. There's like no latency, and it actually works amazingly well. But what's even crazier is just by using Bluetooth, you can control your entire laptop using just your watch. And it works with MacBooks. I mean, imagine controlling your Apple laptop with your Samsung watch. Pretty crazy. But enough about turning your watch into a remote. Let's turn it into an assistant. Okay, so if you hold down the top side button on your watch, you'll open up Bixby. But if you're more of a Google Assistant type of person, then under the My App section in the Play Store, make sure you have Google Assistant updated. Because now what you can do is head on over to Advanced Features, then scroll down to Customize Keys, then select Press and Hold, and in here, finally, we can change it from Bixby to good old Google Assistant. Okay, so now if I just hold down and say, how do you spell subscribe? Google will answer.
Subscribe is spelled S-U-B-S-C-R-I-B-E.
That's pretty cool, but what rhymes with subscribed? Customized. So there are some epic new watch faces that you can access in the Galaxy Wearables app. But not only that, you can really customize every single one of these watch faces. So whether you choose a good old favorite or one of the new ones, once you tap on Customize, you can change the colors, fonts, complications, and even hands. So just from one clock face, you can choose from a bunch of different combinations to totally suit your style and vibe. Speaking of style, this watch face is completely unique to the Galaxy Watch. And it actually got a cool little upgrade. So once you click on backgrounds and select camera, the point is to take a selfie with your clothes and then match your watch face to the outfit you are wearing. What's so cool is as you move the picture around, the watch faces automatically adjust. So I went for some blues and reds, but what is so cool, it is now animated and just looks so slick. So as you may know, sleep is really important, and this is an awesome new feature from Samsung, and it is called sleep coaching. So once you've worn your watch to bed and get a bunch of sleep stats like your REM sleep, light sleep, awake time, and deep sleep, the Watch 5 will take all these stats, which by the way are more accurate than the Watch 4, and use those stats to start your sleep coaching. This is actually really interesting because it'll analyze your sleep patterns and then assign you an animal. Your animal type basically describes your sleep patterns, then it'll give you a 4-week program to help you sleep better. But probably the most unusual feature within the sleep section is called snore detection, and this literally records your snoring during your sleep. Not gonna lie, it's pretty weird to hear yourself snore, but it does help you get even more accurate results for your sleep score. But this next feature, I think, is even better. So the Watch 5 is like having a tiny hospital on your arm because you can actually measure your blood pressure and ECG. When you use the blood pressure for the very first time, you do actually have to calibrate it with an actual blood pressure monitor, which you can do at home or at the doctor's. But once that is done, you can then measure your blood pressure straight from your watch at any time whenever you need to. Then if you go back and scroll down, you can also do an ECG to measure your heart's rhythm. Just by putting your index finger on the top side key, your watch will use your heart rate from your wrist and your finger to get a reading. You'll then get a message that tells you if your heart rhythm is all good or if you need to see a doctor. Then if you go back into the Health app, you can find another insanely useful feature called body composition. So once you've put in some information like your weight, age, and height, you then use your middle finger and ring finger to place on both the buttons. Then I don't know what magic this is, but after the reading, it gives you your entire body composition, which is crazy. But if you are keen to lose a few calories, what better way to do that than with some music? Now, in case you didn't know, you can download music from Spotify straight to your watch. As soon as you open it up and scroll to any one of your playlists, once you tap on it, straight away you'll see the option to download to your watch. So if you've got Galaxy Buds or any other Bluetooth buds, you can actually connect them just by swiping down on quick settings, clicking and holding down on the Bluetooth icon, then just tapping your buds. It is literally that simple. And that's perfect for working out because you no longer need your phone, you can just use your watch. But if you don't like using buds, there's actually a hidden hack where you can play music from your watch speakers. It is unbelievably simple, but I bet you had no idea you could do this. In Spotify, if you click on devices, then select your watch, it'll actually start playing music directly from the speakers. So I mean, come on, that is a pretty cool hack to get you moving. But this will also get you moving. Okay, so another really cool thing you probably had no idea you could do is use Bixby to quickly start a workout. If you tap and hold down on the Bixby button and say start squats, for example, straight away she'll start up the exercise for you and actually show you what to do. But if you prefer, you can go into settings, then into Samsung Health and scroll down until you see auto detect. So now after you start a workout like running, your watch will automatically start the app for you. But now that you've got your workouts and music all sorted out, let me show you how you can actually get your watch to read out your messages. So the first thing you've got to do is in the watch settings under notifications, just turn on read notifications aloud. After that, all you got to do is make sure you've connected your buds up to your watch. And now whenever you get a message, your watch will actually use your buds to notify you and tell you who sent it.
Notification from messages. From Jeff Bakins.
Read my notifications.
What's the downside of eating a clock?
Reply.
What should it say?
It's time consuming.
It's time consuming. Should I send this to Jeff Bakins?
Yes.
Okay, send.
Now ain't that nifty. And if you go into your notification settings, you can choose to mute notifications on your phone. This way, you will only receive notifications on your watch. So it's super nifty that you can do all of this without your phone, but your phone can actually be pretty powerful when you need to charge your watch. Now get this, if you have your watch charger and plug that into your phone, it basically acts like a power bank and charges your watch. I mean, that's quite nifty. If, however, you don't have your watch charging cable, don't forget about wireless power share, because you can also charge the Watch 5 just by using the back of the phone. But if you're running out of juice on your watch and your phone, then go into your quick settings, then battery saver, and scroll down to turn on watch only. This will literally turn your watch into nothing more than just a watch. But now let's move on to some quick tips. So if you're all about that healthy lifestyle, in Samsung Health settings, you can actually turn on a heart rate alert. You can decide at what heart rate you want an alert to go off for, and honestly, I really love this feature. It basically just helps you keep an eye on things and stay on top of your health. Then if you're so over having a wallet, you can click and hold the bottom right button, it'll activate Samsung Pay, and ka-ching, you can just tap your watch. Then if you want to get the best night's sleep, turn on bedside mode, and this will completely turn your phone into grayscale, so none of that blue light can keep you awake. But what do you guys think? If you want to watch some more watch videos, you can check out these two, and sub if you want to see the Watch 5 Pro and Fold 4. But I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!